All right, so we have our similar polygons. We got number 1 and number 2, and we are solving for x. Okay. Now the key here is to just start with the one on the right, and then we can just follow the map. Okay. So we know that we have PR that is congruent to JK, that is proportional, and you can pick LK or Q or JL. Just make sure you stay consistent. So if I pick LK for my proportion, so we have to start off with QR, so that'll be QR, and then LK. And then we go ahead and plug it in. QR was with LK. $18, okay? And so we go ahead and do the multiplication. X times 12, 20 times 18. It's going to be 12 times X, 20 times 18. That's 360. And then we divide 12 on both sides. X equals 30. All right, and you can check your answers for that one. All right, so let's do the same thing for this one. So we're going to start from here. So it's going to be HG is proportional. So we have 3 here, we have 1. So we have 3 here, we have 1. So that's going to be EF equal. Okay, that's going to be equal to, we just pick one. So we want to pick the one with X, right? So that's the 2, that's 3 and 2. So 3 and 2, so that would be 18. So HJ, right? HJ, and then that's going to be ED. And then we go ahead and make the substitution. So 15, 20, 18, X. And we do the multiplication. 15X that's 360. X equals 24. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and figure out the perimeter of a smaller polygon that's 48 centimeters and has a scale factor of 2/3, okay? Now, to specify what we're doing here is that we've been working with similar shapes, and when you're dealing with similar shapes, you're always going to have a smaller object that's going to a bigger object. Okay, and so if start off with a smaller object, we're going to a bigger object. And so we can set up this ratio where we have the smaller divided by the bigger. All right, and then we see that that ratio is still the same here. Okay, so they let us know the perimeter is, for the smaller object, is 48, but we don't know the perimeter for the bigger object. So then that just is going to become X. So then this is going to become x because we don't know the perimeter of the bigger object. And then the smaller is going to become 48. All right, and then you go ahead and you cross multiply. Two x times 48. 48 times 3, that's 144, divided by 2, that gives me 72. So the perimeter of the bigger box, the bigger polygon, is 72. All right, so let's say the perimeter of a smaller polygon and it's 66 feet and it has a scale factor of 3/4. All right, and so we use the same equation, smaller perimeter divided by the bigger perimeter. All right, and so we know the smaller is going to be 66 divided by x. And we just cross multiply. The perimeter is 88. Okay, so you're going to do that same process